welcome back to the third edition of Quadified. I am your host, international arbiter, not master, Mike Comer. And I'm here with National Master Nick Karlow, who's celebrating his 4-year anniversary of becoming a National Master. So that's pretty cool. So was that your biggest chess accomplishment so far?
Yeah, for sure. I wanted that for a long time.
And you got it.
Yeah.
So congratulations on that. And do you have any more aspirations in chess?
It's something I maybe neglected growing up. I'm just trying to have as much fun as I can.
All right, so you're in it for the fun now. Okay.
Yeah.
And you had an impressive first-round victory over chess expert Jason Zhou. Can you tell me a little bit about that game?
Yeah, sure. Do you want me to?
Oh, yeah. If you remember it, we can buzz through it.
Yeah. So anytime...
What color did you have first?
I was white.
Oh, wait, he has the white pieces. All right.
Anytime I'm playing a game of chess, I try to figure out who's the old man and who's the young kid. Mm-hmm. And Jason's in high school, so I was clearly the old man in this situation, which means I want to keep things as quiet as possible. So I just played G3.
And not knight F3 like usual.
Yeah. I just wanted to avoid tactics as much as I could.
All right.
Just make him prove his positional play.
Sounds good.
And so knight F6, of course, is great. Bishop G2. So there's nothing wrong with C5, but maybe already I felt like he wasn't sure what his plan was.
Yep.
I think C5 invites like King's Indian structures where white gets to do the attacking. So I was happy with that. So I just played D3. I mean, obviously I can play pretty much any move here.
Right.
And so at this point he played knight C6, which of course, again, totally fine, but the whole point of my setup is to stay flexible. I played knight F3. I figured I'd be happy to play a kid, happy to play symmetrical English.
Okay.
Whatever. So, and he played D5 at this point, which really is going into a King's Indian sort of structure.
Okay, so it's pretty much book at this point.
Yeah. Maybe a lot more freedom before D5, but so yeah, exactly. This is pretty book. I'm very happy to play the white side of a King's Indian.
Right. So you pretty much got the setup you were looking for.
Yeah. He played E5, which I thought was
aggressive. Yeah.
Particularly aggressive. I mean, now it's literally a King's Indian and a tempo up since I'm white. So I played E4, and I didn't really calculate too much. I just assumed with an extra tempo, all these tactics that work down the tempo would work.
I like it. Yep.
Up the tempo. Bishop E7 is, of course, the normal move when white is playing this way.
Okay.
And I played knight C3, which I don't know. It seemed very natural to me. Of course, if he plays D4 and knight E2, I have that tempo up set up again.
Yep,
but
you'll be okay.
Yeah. But he took here, which at first I was a little surprised, but looking more and more, I feel like actually, so if I take with the knight, he doesn't have to take back, and he has a little bit of space advantage for a while. I mean, I think white's totally fine, but in keeping with my being the old man, I took with the pawn. Just to have this structure where I'm playing for the D5 square and he's playing for a space advantage.
I got you.
But the truth is, he kind of surprised me here because he took and rook takes. And actually, my knight's maybe not so great on C3 because I'd really like to play pawn C3. He has ideas with knight D4 and knight B4, and I really, really would like to just be able to play pawn C3 in this position. So, I mean, I know this is a line in the tempo down lines. So I'm sure it's fine, but it was a little uncomfortable. He played bishop G4 immediately. Of course, the idea being some like, if it were his move, takes on F3, bishop takes, knight D4, and now the C2 pawn. Yeah, so already I got to be a little careful. So again, theme of the game is I'm an old man. Maybe rook E1's okay. Maybe like knight B5, some kind of tactics, knight D5.
Right.
But actually, the move, I just gave back the tempo. I played rook F1, which I know is a normal move again in the tempo down lines. So I figured it'd be fine here, and I won't have to think too much.
So you're out of the pin, but now it's the moment of truth.
Yeah. And so he actually castled here. Seems like a very reasonable move. Oh, King's making run. I played bishop G5. After I played bishop G5, I was pretty happy. Because now I'm playing against D5, and I'm not too worried And if he ever takes knight d4, I can always play bishop d1, and that's pretty sound.
Yep.
So here he played rook f d8, and I just went ahead and took this took this square.
That way now your e4 is kind of just like
Yeah.
chilling now. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, and now I play knight d5, and like I can always chop this off if he pressures me, and I thought I was a little better here maybe, but nothing to write home about.
Yeah.
So he played, I think, definitely the best move here, knight d4, which kind of does pressure me. I mean, I can't leave that knight there, so I kind of have to take. Again, if he had taken first, I could play bishop d1 and c3 and push that knight back. But now I really have to take because he's here and here. So takes, and this is where it got really, really interesting. So my instinct in playing for this position was that I should be a little better here. I have a really nice knight. His dark square bishop isn't really going anywhere. I can always chop it off. But the more I looked at this position, I wasn't really sure what I thought of it. Just because it wasn't clear to me how I make progress. Like ideally, I'd really like to play like f3, move my rook, play my bishop over, bishop on this diagonal, probably.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But honestly, I spent about 5 minutes here because I wasn't really sure how to play it. And then I realized it was a rapid game.
Yeah, right. So what'd you come up with?
Yeah, I figured I wasn't sure if I wanted to play f4, but I just play f3 and see if I had to play f4. And thankfully, he didn't make me decide on f4 because he, in this position, came up with rook takes d5.
That's a puzzler.
Yeah, I was very surprised by that. I mean, these bishops are nice, but for an exchange, if there was some situation where the c pawn leaves as well and this pawn's running, maybe I see an exchange sack working. But this kind of blew my mind.
Is he even going to get the pawn back?
No, he doesn't get anything for it. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. Up till here, I thought maybe I didn't think White had anything to write home about. I thought White was just a tiny bit better. It's a little awkward because if he plays bishop h5, I play g4 and then snap this off, and now this bishop's outside of the game forever.
And then he's got the double pawns.
Yeah.
So he didn't want to go into that. So he desperate times.
And bishop e6, knight c7, doubling the pawns again. Bishop d7 seemed totally reasonable. I was expecting bishop d7. So this was quite a move. So
I'd say so.
Takes and
now you just know you won the game, right?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, bishops are good, right? Like there's all these.
But past pawns are good too.
Yeah. So. But there's always all these famous games where the bishops are worth exchange, like these slicing bishops like this, and maybe that's some like he was looking at. My way of looking at it is I just assume I'm losing until I have to admit I'm winning.
Oh, okay.
So
that's one way to think about it.
Just because I could see this, like if you take the c2 pawn off the board, he's got great compensation.
Yeah.
So but yeah, so I played c3, which I thought was the most direct way of saying, okay, what's your compensation? Because if you take the c and d pawns off, c3 and d4 pawns, then it's a bit more clear.
Right.
And so I was really interested to see if we were going to see like pawn to d3.
Right.
And then it's like, do I have time for rook d1, bishop f1? I think I do, but that's what I thought kind of the point of his sacrifice was. And he actually just played, he played bishop d3. And now, this is where I really thought he started maybe to lose the thread.
Yeah, to crumble,
I wasn't really sure, because my rook wants to go to d1.
Right.
I want to play rook d1, bishop f1.
You got it now.
And now he went back to g6. Okay, so now I was just like,
take.
Yeah. So he took. Always get your pieces in the game, right? Like I wanted to play bishop f1.
Last man in,
yeah, bring the last guy in. So he played h6 because there's a lot of back ranks in the position. And I played rook c7. At this point, I'm like, okay, like
it's time to put the hammer down.
Yeah. I thought this was probably going to be enough. So he played rook e8. I played bishop f1. If rook e3, king f2, and he can't really move. If he moves the d pawn, his rook hangs.
I like it. Yep.
So, and now he actually went back to d8, and I just played bishop d3. And now, like the big thing about bishops, right, is they're so much better together than apart. And now, like,
they can control the whole board.
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah.
Yep.
And now one's coming off, and like if he takes on d3 and my rook takes back, he's never moving my rook to push this pawn. So I'm winning these pawns on the side,
Right.
and he resigned here.
Okay,
so-
that was nice. Just don't even. He saw the writing on the wall and
Yeah.
doesn't make the higher rated guy play it out. Yep.
Well, it's always rough being the higher rated guy. Let me tell you.
Right, the
It's
pressure.
always- yeah, you know. So yeah, no, I mean I don't know. I guess going back, yeah, rook takes d5 really did puzzle me. I think maybe white is very slightly more comfortable after bishop d7 here. I don't think I have anything to write home about. So I would say kind of a strange sacrifice.
Yeah, maybe I'll have to.
Yeah.
Maybe Jason can redeem himself, and we can get him down here, and we can ask him about what are you thinking. All right. Well, good luck, Nick, in the next couple rounds.
Appreciate it.
All right. I'm here once again with Ayden Huang, who just had a big victory in round 2 of the Friday Action Quads. Now, Ayden, you were playing a guy in high school that's much bigger than you in stature, but do you ever let that affect your play?
Well, no, because, well, sometimes you don't really know their actual strength just by how big they are. Well, you just have to play them.
I understand. Okay, well that makes sense. So in this position you had black, and you got a lot more pieces than the fellow. And how do you finish him off here?
Well, I played knight g5 check, and then I don't know why he played king e3. He probably should have played like king f4 or something and survives a bit more.
Yeah, but okay. But he ended up playing the move king to e3, and now you have mate in 1, huh?
I saw that.
Yeah, you saw it. No big deal. Well, that's cool, Ayden. Well, congrats. Maybe you'll win the $36 and get some more froyo, huh?
Nom nom nom.
We are back in Studio B for the conclusion of the Friday Action Quads. I'm here with $36 winner Iris Zhou. She defeated Ashish Panda and the infamous Adjourn Puri to take a 2-0 lead in her quad. So all she needed was a draw in the last round. But were you playing for a draw to clinch the $36?
No, because I wanted to win because winning is good.
Winning is good.
And I think in this position, well, I know actually that I'm winning because I'm a pawn. And his king is somewhat suspicious.
Are you white or black in this position?
I'm black.
All right, so you want to flip the board? All right, so now everybody sees it from your perspective. All right, so you played b5 in this position, Iris,
so you played rook hg1, and I just sort of ignored it because I thought my attack was faster than his. Probably should have calculated more, but so I played b5, and then he went g5, and I have some issues, even though I'm up a pawn. So I should have just gone rook d8, and now if he goes g5, and he takes with the rook, then I can take on d1, and then it's okay because my king can, like...
He's not going to get checkmated on the
stay.
h-file. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
But let's see how the game actually progressed.
So I played b5, and then he had g5, and, I mean... taking is probably not advisable.
Yeah, I agree.
Because once he takes, like, if I make a move, he doesn't have to put his queen in front of his rook. He can just, like, go here, and then I have some issues.
Try to checkmate you,
Yeah. So
let's see the reality.
But, like, this is pinned, so I have to go for counterplay, and then he takes here, and then I go g6, because... So if I take the knight, if he plays rook takes, I think I'm just winning. But he has pawn takes in my rook, and h8 is hanging. Yeah. So
that's doomsday. Yeah.
And so like g6, and then you have this move queen h4, which when I played b5, I accidentally didn't see. So that was kind of tough. And I think probably what I did is best because everything else loses. Like if I go here, I can't go rook g8 because f7 hangs, and then g6 hangs, and if I take something like this, I just get mated. So
I see.
I had to do something, so I just took the knight. And it looks like I'm getting mated, but I think this is a perpetual because he has to take, everything else gets mated after like queen b4, queen a3.
So he takes.
So yeah, he went king d2. I think maybe his best shot was, well, I don't even know.
Yeah. Let's just see how it played out and how you got the $36.
So this is a draw.
Check. And were you satisfied with the result? Because you got the money.
Well, yeah, but I was also kind of upset because I wanted to win, and I thought I was winning.
Yep. So you're almost at 2,000 now, chess expert. Did you ever dream one day you would actually become a chess expert? Well, it hasn't happened yet, so I don't want to jinx it.
Yeah, but not actually. Not for a while because in the past 2 years my improvement has been slow, but I'm aiming for the master title.
Oh, the master title. So expert is nice, but you really want to become a national master.
I've beaten some masters already, so hopefully I can get there.
Awesome. Well, good luck to you in the future, and congratulations for winning the $36 tonight.